This is Cheyenne Valentine, back today again with a new episode. Today's episode, I want to talk about some of these men on YouTube. I'm not going to get into specifics, but it was something that I'd seen that severely disturbed me. It was a young guy. I'm going to say he's in his 20s, maybe mid-20s. I'm not really good with age. But he made a video among other videos saying that men should not take women out on dates. And that's where I draw the line, because it's one thing if you're telling men to be cautious or, you know, give it 3 dates and see where it goes. I mean, you know, as a man, men have to put precautions into place as well when they're dating. And sometimes men do have to school each other on how to date and how to deal with women. If it's from a positive standpoint, nobody wants to get mistreated or played or used. So I'm okay with men getting advice from other men as far as how to talk to women, how to get the woman they want, how to treat with respect, things of that nature. And yeah, some women do play games just like some men play games. You know, some people in general play games. But where I draw the fucking line, and excuse my language, but where I draw the fucking line is when you're going out saying that men should not take women out on dates. So, and this was one of those MGTOW dudes. MGTOW stands for men going their own way. And this dude is a black guy, is quite young. And I'm thinking to myself, if he's saying these things, and he made some other videos telling men how to break down a woman's ego, you know, he said things like, okay, when you have sex with a woman, don't call her again, don't text her back, you know, because, you know, that's kind of like saying your vagina was trash, and, you know, her self-esteem is in her vagina, and if, you know, it would cause doubt in her mind, saying, you know, I gave him sex and he never called back, like my sex must be trash, and it, you know, it'll bring down her self-esteem. He said things like, he's telling men, you know, if a woman texts a guy, he tells men to wait hours to text back, maybe even text back the next day. That lets her know you're not a priority. That lets her know that, you know, you're not shit to him. He said, you know, compare her to one of her pretty best friends. He said, if you guys are watching TV and there's a pretty woman on TV, like on Love and Hip Hop, say, yeah, she looks good, I'll fuck her. You know, he's very disrespectful, and he's basically teaching men how to break down a woman to nothing so that he can have the upper hand. Instead of rising himself to be a better man, he wants to bring her down to his level. So, you know, if that's how he thinks, let him think like that, because there's a lot of fucked up people in this world. But what I fucking draw the line is when you're teaching men, young impressionable men, to treat other women like this. And then I'm shitty that he's black. Like, I hate to say this, but if he was another race of man saying these things, I'm not saying it wouldn't bother me, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I say, well, that's other racist women problem to deal with him or whatever. But the fact that I'm like, now this ignorant bastard gotta be black. You know, black women already have enough problems dealing with black men. It's already enough issues dealing with black men. Just like black men have issues dealing with black women. Black men, I'm not gonna say a lot, but there's a significant amount of black men who already are not marriage minded, don't want to take you out on dates, don't want to settle down, aren't chivalrous, and the list goes on. So now you got this fucking idiot making tons of videos telling them ways of gaming on a woman, and then he had the nerve to talk about, on top of that shit, let me go back to my point, not taking women out on a date. So you know what this means, ladies? If men stop taking women out on dates, there's really no point in us looking for dating them. I mean, the only two reasons why you would even, well, excuse me, that I'm not even gonna say it would be called dating them, because if he's not taking you out on dates, then you're not dating them. So if men stop courting women, which they pretty much have, and courting is just taking them out on dates. Dating consists of them planning an activity, whether it's going to the movies, whether it's going bowling, whether it's going to a play, whether it's going to the park, whether that's going to a museum, whether that's going out to eat, whether that's going out bike riding. I mean, you know, it can be multiple things. And I've told men too, you know, a woman likes a man to take the lead. And if you ask a woman out on a date, have a destination. Don't ask her where you want to go. I hate when men do that, when they say, So what, you ask them what they like to do, they say, well, I don't know what you like to do or where you want to go. Like, no. Okay, what are the things that you like to do, sir? Okay, just bring me along. You have to eat, right? Okay, let's go out to eat someplace. Do you like the movies? Bring me along. Like, I just want to be included in the things that you do if you can't think of nothing else. And, you know, come with an idea. Say, well, you know, ask me the things that I like to do. And then say, okay, well, how would you like if we go, you know, I get some tickets to a concert. You know, what kind of, you know, performers do you like? You know, things like that. Like, put thought into it. So guys putting thought into dates and all that, that's gone out the fucking window because they want to fuck so many different women and they don't want to put any effort into it. They expect to get a very pretty woman that's going to suck their wee-wee and give them hot, sweaty sex the first or second night without them putting in any work, spending no money on her, spending no time, and not investing in her emotionally at all. That's what they expect now. And I don't know where this is coming from, but they're listening to some of these dudes off YouTube and they basically commiserating with each other and saying and bouncing, listen to their friends, their young dumbass friends who don't know anything. And with this individual, so basically, let me get to the point. If men have decided they're not going to take women out on dates, what is their purpose? I mean, because that's the one thing that we were kind of able to enjoy about a man. Am I right? I mean, okay, of course, sex with him. If you guys was to get married and have a family, you'll have a companion, but that's jumping ahead. You know, if you're only going to marry one man in this lifetime, let's say you get married 2 times in this lifetime, possibly 3. That means that 95% of the men that you meet in your life is not going to be the one because you're only marrying one guy for the rest of your life, or 1 or 2. You know, you might get divorced and remarry. So that means that, you know, when you meet a guy, he's probably not going to be the one, because the one is just the one. It's just, that's one person. So all the other ones were not the one. So that's why I don't think, you know, with women, we need to, when we meet a guy, just get so hyper about it, you know, and jump the gun and start thinking about marriage and kids and how our kids will look. I've done it, you know, met a guy that was really attractive and thought about, oh, I wonder how our kids were looking. You know, I have all the, you know, ladies, you know, we have those thoughts. We jump too quickly ahead in our mind. So we have to pull it back and understand, let's just enjoy the guy's company and see if we even like him as a human being. See, we got to first see if we can even trust being around him alone. He could be crazy. You know, you got to do this stuff in steps. You can't jump ahead just because the guy's handsome. So if men stop taking women out on dates, what is their I mean, I don't understand. Take marriage out of it, take kids. Their only purpose would be sex and money. Because if you're not going to take a woman out on a date, what, like this MGTOW dude, what I'm not understanding is with these MGTOW guys, they don't believe, I think, in getting married. They don't believe in spending money on a woman. I guess they don't want to have kids. So for them, a woman's only purpose is sex. Now, I'm trying to see how they're going to get sex from a woman if they're not taking her on any dates. And if they're not spending any money on her. I'm trying to figure this out. Because a lot of these MGTOW guys, like this dude that was running his mouth, he wasn't ugly. Now, I don't think he's ugly. He's not ugly to me. He's average looking. He's cool. I don't look at, but from what I can see, he's not an ugly guy. So I don't really understand where all this hatred from women comes from. But how he talks and his mannerisms, I could see him dating interracially. And maybe he's upset at black women, or maybe he's mad at all races of women. I don't know. But that kind of man, I want him to date white women or other races of women. Let them deal with him. We don't want that kind of black guy for our fellow black sisters. We don't want that kind of guy. But maybe how he talks and his mannerisms, maybe some black women, you know, maybe treat him, maybe weren't as much into him, or he just could, you know, the woman he wanted didn't want his ass and he's upset. Look, we've all been rejected. Okay, I've been rejected. Everybody's been rejected in some kind of way. And when I say rejection for women is different than rejection for men. I just want to say this real quickly. Rejection for men is basically them coming up to a woman, them asking for her number, she's saying, no, I have a boyfriend, or no, I'm not interested. That's rejection. That's immediate rejection, right on the spot. At least from that, you can go on to the next female. Rejection for women is basically a guy come up to you, give him a shot, he makes you his girlfriend, you guys in a relationship, and he cheats on you. That's a form of rejection. He's fucking another woman behind your back. That's heartbreaking, and that's he just rejected you. He just shitted on you. So women get rejected just as much as men, but in a different way. Our rejection comes down the line. You guys' rejections come up front. Immediate. Ours is that sneak up rejection where you think you met a great person and the whole time they dogging you out. So I mean, and by the time we get rejected, our feelings are invested. When you go up to a female you think is pretty and she turns you down, okay, you're not investing to her emotionally. You just think she got a nice butt. I mean, she's pretty, okay? And it's another woman, and it's not like you can stop at her. You like guys act like they just come up to one woman every 10 years. Like they go up to multiple women as often as they see a woman they want. So if that could be 2 times a day, that could be twice a week, that could be 5 times a month, like once a month. Like they act like they come up to one woman every 10 years and they're scorned. But dude, you're going up to multiple women, so you're upset because the ones that was the most prettiest didn't want you. Maybe you're not that attractive, maybe you're not charming, maybe you don't have enough money. You need to work on yourself to get the best quality of women. But back to this dude. So since these men are, so this is dangerous, him going around telling men not to take women out on dates. I mean, ladies, if these men aren't even taking us out on dates, I mean, what is the point of dating them? I mean, other than getting sex from them. And as we know, as a woman, some of us have rather high sex drives. Most of us have maybe moderate. So we can wait a significant amount of time for it, but we got a sex drive and we have desires too. So then you say, well, what am I supposed to do? Well, I mean, this is when the gold digging comes into place, because I'm going to tell you right now, if men are taking women out on dates, then I'm just going to recommend you be a gold digger, because the date is meant to get to know each other, so you can feel like, literally most women I know, if they hadn't had sex in a while, right, they will almost likely go back to an ex to have sex, or to a friend, or to a guy they have had sex with before, or to a guy they're familiar with. They'll have sex with someone like that before they have sex with a new dude. You want to know why? We all know, because they're comfortable. For women, it's about safety and comfort. And so the date, women, we want dates because we need to get to know the guy, to feel comfortable around him, to feel comfortable being alone with him. And that comfort level, it has to be high. And so that's what the dates are there for. We have to hang out with the guy, be around him, like you said, go on dates, have fun with him. And also the date is there to see if we even like the dude. I mean, just because a guy is handsome does not mean you like him. Usually I end up liking a guy when I've been around him. I like, maybe at school, at work, at a place I frequent, where I can see him. So let's just say he's handsome, obviously. And then if I'm around him, I've got to feel his personality, how he talks to people, his mannerisms. And then by then I can actually start liking him without ever even having a deep conversation with him, which is a flaw of mine. But that happens to me because for some reason, like with me, when I see a guy who's handsome and I like his personality, I assume that he's a certain way. I assume, okay, I know I'm attracted to him and he got a good personality. I'm assuming that he's going to treat me the way he treats other people. I'm assuming that he's this great person because he got a great personality. That's not necessarily, like, he could just be, that could be his personality. He could be cool, charming, but that doesn't mean he's a good person. You know what I mean? So, women, we have to be comfortable with a guy, and we don't know if we like him right away. Honestly, just because a guy's handsome, got a great personality, that's not enough to determine if you like him, ladies. You got to go on dates. You got to be around him. Okay? And these men are trying to take that from us. They don't even want to. I mean, if men aren't taking women out on dates anymore, like I said, it's just straight gold digging from this point. Let me tell you something, ladies. If you run into a guy, he comes up to you, he asks for your number, you give it to him, and you're talking to him, and he hasn't mentioned shit about taking you on a date, start your gold digging process. Because I mean, and like I said, if you're horny, he just looked that good, you go and screw him if you want. And then, never call him again, or call him if you feel like, whenever you want to get laid. Because, I mean, if these men don't want to take women on dates, they don't want to be married, they don't want a family, this isn't going anywhere. I mean, literally, they're only there as a statue or for some sex. And, it's absurd to me that these men really think that a woman is going to just give them their precious body for nothing. They expect a woman to lay on her back. I mean, a woman giving a man sex with him not putting in any money, any time, not investing in her emotionally, is equivalent to a woman coming up to a dude she just met, talking to him and asking him to pull out his wallet so she can see how much money he got. And then when he opens up his wallet, she takes the money out and put it in her pocket. Now, you may say, well, that's ridiculous. Yeah, that is ridiculous. And I would think he would probably put his hands on her and physically get his money back and be completely just shocked that she would do something like that. So for men to expect you to give him your body, for men to expect you to give him your body without him taking you on any dates, without him investing in you emotionally, without him investing in you financially, any other capacity, and like I said, and when he takes you out on dates, right, that's investing in you, investing time in you, money, and possibly emotionally. So he expects to not put in any of that type of effort and expects you to give up your precious body for nothing. So you might as well just straight up asking for some money. It might as well just be a pay to play type situation, because like I said, going on dates is hanging out with the dude. Like, I don't know why men don't look at going on dates as hanging out. Yes, it's meant to impress the woman and put your best foot forward and and impress her and stuff, but at the same time, it's meant to hang out with her. I mean, if you find her attractive and you might not like her yet, but if you find her attractive, why would you not want to hang out with her? Hence a date. That's what a date is. Hanging out with the person, being around them, being in their company. What is wrong with that? Why do you have a problem with that? So this young punk is going around telling men not to take women out on dates. I mean, if 90% because he's black, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of black men listening to this video, young black guys. If 90% of these young black guys are going to have this mentality, like I said, you really can't even go dig these young black dudes because they don't have any money like that. So I don't really see, him telling men not to take women on dates is essentially a woman telling women not to have sex with men, period. Because the only thing a man wants from women is sex. Okay, so if I go around telling every woman don't have sex with these men, period, then the dude is gonna say, well, what is my purpose of even having you around if you're not gonna put out? Exactly. So then what is our purpose of even giving you sex? What would be our motive for giving you sex, men, if you won't even take us out on dates and get to know us as a human being? What is the point? You're looking for a prostitute. So these MGTOW men, these men going their own way, they're looking for prostitutes. They're looking for pay to play, but yet these MGTOW dudes don't want to spend money. So I'm trying to figure out how they gonna get vagina. Like I don't understand how they gonna get it. They either have to look really handsome and be extremely charming, or I don't know, because if they were saying, well, I don't want to be married, I don't want a girlfriend, I just want to pay for vagina, I would respect that. But they don't even want to spend no money. So they don't want to spend any money. They don't want to take you out on a date. They don't want to get married. I think some of them don't even want kids. Oh, and also the MGTOW men don't even want to stay with a woman, like not even as a boyfriend and girlfriend. And so I mean, I don't know if these men are gay. I don't really know. It's very odd to me. But when I saw that video, him saying telling men not to take women out on dates, I lost it. I completely fucking lost it, because I'm just like, okay, this has gone a little bit too far. I mean, I should just go around and tell women not to even have sex anymore. Then I mean, and I should tell women not to have sex anymore with these men, turn lesbian, and we need to shut down all the strip clubs, and no women should perform anymore, do any more pornography videos. Okay, we could do it like that. I mean, they don't really want that, right? They want women to have sex with them because they only see us as sexual objects. Our only purpose to them is for sex. Okay, so if all women decided they're gonna be lesbians and they're done having sex with men, and we're gonna shut down all the strip clubs, and women are not gonna participate in porn anymore, then and let's just say all the women stop prostituting on the street, and no more escorts, no more sugar babies, no more nothing. What are these men gonna do? The straight men, that is. I guess they're gonna be forced to turn gay, because I mean, you're not taking women out on dates. Okay, so why would she be hanging out with you? Like, what is the okay, so you guys gonna talk on the phone and then go straight to the bedroom? I mean, and a guy like that probably don't even like talking on the phone, woman. I don't even think this dude likes women, because if you don't even want to go on a date with a woman, hang out with her, that's basically just spending time hanging out, like that's being in her company. Then why did you come up to her? Okay, you came up to her for sex. Okay, Well, if you don't want any other dating and getting to know her, and you just want strictly sex, you need a prostitute. That's what prostitutes and escorts are for. But then, wait a minute, that dude don't want to spend no money for no vagina. So I don't know what to tell him. Okay, he's gonna be sexually. This dude, I predict him even maybe possibly killing some women, or just straight going gay, or just losing his fucking mind, because he understands women enough to know how to run game on them. He knows what women want and stuff like that. And so he's purposely telling men to withhold what women want from them. But if you withhold what a woman wants, then you won't get what you want from her. So I'm trying to understand the technique. He's trying to get men to victimize a woman mentally and emotionally to get what they want from her and break down her self-esteem. Okay, but if you're not taking her on dates or nothing like that, dumbass, you ain't gonna be around her to break down her fucking self-esteem. Y'all not even hanging out. So which one is it? Either you're gonna go out on dates with her and then belittle her and make her feel like shit and say little things to break down. Oh, another thing this dude said too, he said tell a woman that she's fat. Also, tell her that she's fat to break down her self-esteem. So yeah, I mean, if you're not even gonna be taking her on dates and hanging out with her, when you gonna have time to tell her she's fat and to belittle her? Oh, over the phone? Well, shit, you ain't seen her in person since the first time you met her and got her number. So I mean, just the shit's stupid. But all I'm saying is that once this dude said fat, I just epiphany just hit me, like, okay, well, what is the point of even engaging with a dude other than for sex and money? And people might say, well, why you have to bring up money? Why is money important? Because for a woman, our body and vagina is very valuable in a sense where we put high value on it. We don't look at sex the way some men look at sex. Some women don't really want to have as many sexual partners. They kind of want to settle down. And so they don't want to let just a lot of different men in their womb. So for them, it's a very valuable thing. It's precious. And so to give it to a guy and he doesn't put any effort into it, won't even get to know you, he just, okay, well then if all you're trying to do is get laid, I need some money. And people say, well, that's not fair, it's even exchange. It's never even exchange. I'm gonna tell you why. Because a woman can go way longer without sex. Okay, I heard men think about sex all day, every fucking day. Men wake up with their penis hard. Okay, so they wake up horny. They go to bed horny. Like, so that's all they put men. Sex means everything to men. Okay. Sex only means maybe a little bit to women. I mean, we value it, kind of, but we value love over sex. So because of this, men are the ones that's paying. You don't know too many women that pay. I'm gonna put it like this: how many women do you know that's paying for sex? But how many men you know that are willing to pay for it? Because that's how much they wanted and needed. Okay, so to say that's even exchange, that I'm giving you penis, you give me a vagina, even exchange, nah, dude, ain't. Because honestly, that woman you're not the only guy she can get sex from easily. She could walk up to any dude she want to get it from. So you offering penis, you're not offering enough. What else are you offering? Are you offering time? Are you offering dates? Are you offering love, companionship? What the fuck else are you offering? Some money? What else are you offering other than your body, other than your penis that she could get from any fucking body? Okay, so like I said, when men say it's an even sex is an even exchange, no, it's not. Okay, it's never gonna be. Okay, you gotta be bringing more to the table than your nasty wee wee. Okay, and if you're not trying to take a woman out on a date and then like that, we just gonna straight gold dig you.